Alright, guys. It is Tuesday, March 29th, 2022 at 1:59 p.m. Alright, it's almost the end of March, beginning of April. That means the warning that I had talked to you guys about the weather is coming up. Let's take a look first at dailyverses.net. Verse of the day. It says, "What good is it for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul?" Mark 8:36. Alright, let's take a look at what's happening in weather right now. Alright, we got from Scott, PA. It says, "Please read as many as half of the tornado and damaging wind related fatalities occur in mobile homes. Growing concern of a severe weather outbreak on Wednesday." So, Wednesday, we have severe weather coming up, guys. It says, if you live in a mobile home, please make arrangements to stay at a family or a friend's house with a sturdy structure, because we have severe weather coming tomorrow. Look at this region. Look at this. Okay, so we have possibility of severe weather today too, but that's more for the Texas area, but not as severe as tomorrow. Look at this. All of Mississippi is pretty much in red. We have possibility of severe weather like we had last week with tornadoes and people possibly losing lives and property. So please make sure if you live in these areas to be weather aware, to have a weather radio, to pay attention to the news, to have food, batteries in case of power outages, have lights, have the things you need. Also make sure that you look at shelters. There's many shelters in these areas for tornadoes. Just look online to see where you can find shelters if you live in these areas and you don't have a safe structure to live in. So look up tornado shelters or shelters that you can go to if you feel insecure about the possibility of being hit in your property or your home and it not being a safe structure. Alright, so guys, we have possibility of severe weather tomorrow, so this is my big heads up for you guys so you guys can pay attention and stay safe and have the warning, warning you right now, tomorrow, severe weather. So here is a storm chaser Nick saying, "Meteorologists charge your devices." Public saying, "Why?" Meteorologists, "You'll see." So charge your devices, make sure you have everything ready for tomorrow is severe weather day. Also from Elizabeth Laitman, that we have already a couple of hot spots indicating ongoing fires in the Texas Panhandle and southwest Kansas as of late morning. So you see here and here already there's fires happening. Alright, guys. Let's see. Wildfires. It says NWS Midland. "We continue to be very concerned with the potential for a wildfire outbreak today, especially given the strong winds that'll ramp up quickly this afternoon. Wildfires can escalate very quickly, so ensure you're just as prepared for fire season as well as severe weather season." And then they have, let's take a look at the image here. Wildfires can escalate quickly. Wildfire growth can be terrifyingly sudden and deadly. Prepare ahead of time so you'll be ready. Clear brush away from your home to create defensible space. Use fire-resistant landscaping. Know your potential evacuation routes and have an emergency supply kit ready to go. Be prepared. Wildfire season is also here as well. Alright, so the NWS Storm Prediction Center said a moderate risk 4 out of 5 is in effect for portions of the Mississippi Valley and southeast on Wednesday, 3:30. Widespread damaging wind gusts of up to 75 plus mile per hour and several tornadoes, some possibly EF2, are possible with strong storms. Stay weather aware and your local NWS office, and then they have the link.gov, spc.noaa.gov. Okay, guys, so we have a moderate risk of 4 tomorrow. We have the hazards, widespread damaging gusts, likely some 75 miles per hour winds, several tornadoes, some possible EF2s and higher, and isolated several hail reports possible. So some cities and risk is Memphis, Tennessee, Mobile, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Nashville, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Atlanta, Georgia. So these are the areas that are pretty much going to be possibly under severe weather tomorrow. So please have a heads up and be prepared. People are warning you. We're giving you a heads up because sometimes people are like, oh no, we weren't warned at all. Well, we've been warning you all this week that the possibility of severe weather is coming, and now here's the day before we're also warning you. Alright, here I also got a Wordle 3 out of 6. I don't know, it's not really news, but I'm proud that it was the third chance to solve the Wordle. Alright guys, let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. This is for today. We have a slight over Texas and Oklahoma and parts of the middle of the country right there. And then we have a slight for Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Kansas City, Missouri, Omaha, and pretty much the yellow swath right here. We also have a marginal for Austin, Texas, Springfield, Missouri, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Tyler, Texas, and Round Rock, Texas. So we have the possibility of severe weather in these areas. It is not as severe as tomorrow, which is this one. Tomorrow's possibility of severe weather, we have moderate right here in red, and then we have enhanced around it, then slight, then marginal. For the moderate, we have Memphis, Tennessee, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, and Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Alright, we also have Nashville, Tennessee as enhanced, New Orleans, Louisiana, Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, and Little Rock, Arkansas. We also have slight Atlanta, Georgia, St. Louis, Missouri, Louisville, Kentucky, Shreveport, Louisiana, and Columbus, Georgia. And then for marginal, we have Houston, Texas, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Ohio, Lexington, Fayette, Dayton, Ohio. Alright, so we have all these areas marked for tomorrow, as well as over here, close to the Four Corners, and as well as Nevada over here. So we have to keep an eye on these regions. Stay safe, stay weather aware, make sure you pay attention to your news and your radio to keep ahead of the weather radios. Alright, next from the National Weather Service, we have significant wildfire outbreak likely today, damaging winds and strong tornadoes forecast Wednesday. A significant wildfire outbreak is likely across the southeastern plains today, where high winds and very dry conditions will promote extremely critical fire weather. A regional outbreak of severe thunderstorms is expected on Wednesday across the lower Mississippi Valley and southeastern states. All severe hazards are possible, including significant wind gusts of 75 mph and strong EF2 plus tornadoes. So it could be higher than EF2. We don't know. We have to keep our eyes open and be weather aware in these regions. Alright, so we have red flag warning for possibility of fires, and then we have high wind warnings right now over Texas, New Mexico, central New Mexico, the Texas, Oklahoma panhandle, and the southwestern Kansas and Dodge City area. So please stay weather aware in those regions. Then we also have winter weather advisories for southeastern Michigan, for parts of Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, and northern West Virginia, and then for central Wisconsin and Green Bay. We have winter weather advisories because it's still cold up in the north. Alright, and finally, this is pretty much the outlook of the possible future severe weather. We have snow up here in the Great Lakes region possible. We have storms coming across and making Mississippi and Louisiana and this whole Alabama region dangerous for tomorrow. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat it, but please stay safe. Please watch over each other. Please pray for each other. Be weather aware tomorrow. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and God bless you guys.